Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we will be diving into different sectors to see a quick review of different sectors and how they are performing right now. We will basically look at two tools today. One is stock scans, which is one of my favorites, and the RRG chart. All of you know about it. We will explore which sector are leading the pack at the moment, which one are lagging behind, and what that could mean for your investment strategy. Um, as I said, the weekly data will be uploaded by tomorrow on the slide platform for the RRG, but we can have a look at the last 5 days movement on the RRG chart along with the sector review that we will do. Um, so let's jump right in and see what the RRG chart reveals and the other tool that I have as stock scan, what it talks about the current market trend. Um, that's the whole focus, and I will cover some of the stocks as per the request by some of the members on the X account. So let's dive into it. So I use stock scans. I have already covered this in my previous videos. So it's very effective tool, one of the effective tools that I can say, and it's like two tools that I use basically more. One is stock scans to filter the ideas, and then uh, RRG chart, the second one. And those are, I mean, these are two main tools for me. And then I look for screener.in and of course TradingView to look at the technical analysis, and the screener.in for the fundamental analysis that I do separately. Now, what I do, every weekend, I sit, and that's very boring for others, but for others in my home, but it's my passion. So I just sit and do the analysis of the market scan to see where is the movement. So the screen that you see right now is filtered based on the sector, and the screen says market scan. Just give you the scan about the sector in terms of how many stocks are, how many percentage of stocks are above EMA 20 days, EMA 50 days, EMA 100 days, EMA 200 days. And we also, I mean, SOIC, I think they have we stop as a tool, which is nothing but volatility stop, I believe. So that is also given over here. So you have a different option over here to see the relative performance, technical performance, fundamental performance, and shareholding as well. So if you change that, it will change the data as well, and all the columns will be changed as well. So if I look at it, it also gives the beauty of this scan is to just give you a quick glimpse of what is happening, and look at this, like consumer durables. We have 10 companies, and out of which 80% are above EMA 20, and around 100% are above 50, EMA 50, and around 100% above 100 days moving average and exponential moving average, and around 100% are more than 200 moving average. And you see, we stop for last 10 days, it's 70% are positive, green, right? And for last 10 weeks, it is around 90%. So that's the beauty of this tool. And I see IT software, it is like improving slowly. So I will be very interesting to see which are the areas. So this is a one quick view of the market scans. So as the scan says market scan, so just give you the whole picture about what is happening in the market, which are the sectors lagging at the moment, where I can see if there could be a turnaround story which I can utilize, or see if there are headwinds or tailwinds, and I can do a further study to see what is happening. That's number one. Number two, and I have posted this in my X account. The favorite tool that I use is a saved scan. So you have an option to save multiple scans as well, and you can modify as and when needed. So this is the tool that I use very often, and I can show you the filter as well. So the other day, what I did, I posted a few information about the sector which are, you know, uh, having a simple moving average volume of 5 days greater than and equal to 1.5. I mean 1.5 times of volume SMA of 20 days. And then I have put another condition that return versus Nifty 500 for last 3 months should be 10%. You can consider it as a more than 1% as well. You can put it as a 15% as well. And I have taken a market capitalization of 2,000 to 50,000. A simple scan. I mean, you don't have to think too much. You look at this. You are getting 55 companies, and you can just put a reorganize, sorting with the sector. You can see this. So in the textile industry, I'm getting two companies at this point in time. So, and I can look at the EPS growth and everything on the same screen, as well as the valuation metrics in terms of PEG, price to book value, EB to EBITDA, and P, right? And then, yeah, look at this. How many? So the purpose of this screen is to look at where the volumes are spiking, right? Number one. Number two, the relative performance. Number two, and look at the sector where the more numbers of stocks are appearing. That's the major goal of this, right? So if this gives me a lot of idea about what is happening in the particular sector. Now, very interesting, the credit rating agencies stocks are appearing on the screen. This is very interesting because I haven't seen in the past. So something is happening in this area. So I need to go and study if there are any catalyst around for credit rating agencies. So that's something which I can do. So this is one of the screens, and then there are many other screeners that you can use. But these are like one or two that I can explain on in this video, and I want to keep this video short and not very lengthy, so that you folks can spend time and then look at and explore this tool if you wish to. Now, moving on to RRG chart. First, let's have a quick view on the indices side for the last 5 days. As I said, always look for weekly data, because in the daily data, you will have a lot of noise. So I will put the benchmark as Nifty 500. Those who are watching this video first time, I would highly recommend you to look at or watch the previous videos, and which will help you to understand what is this RRG chart and how exactly it works. So if I put Nifty 500 on a weekly chart, as I said, and this is like as of Monday, last Monday, but I will put as a daily. This will give me a data up to 11. But Monday, tomorrow, you can run a scan for weekly data as and when it gets uploaded. Look at this, Nifty IT still strong. You can see this, right? So let's go one by one. Nifty Metal, it is in, yeah, it is in a daily time frame. Look at this. So daily time frame, 5 days of data of daily time frame is equivalent to 1 week data. So look at this, look at the status of weekly chart tomorrow, but just to give you a view what has happened in the last 5 days. So this should not be your criteria. This should not be your criteria to look at and decide on the sector movement, because it's a daily data and last 5 days data. So you can see this, the slight reduction in the daily chart for the RS momentum, and RS ratio is still intact. RS stands for relative strength. RS momentum is relative strength momentum. I don't have to provide a definition of momentum. Nifty Auto, yeah, very smaller tail length, not a significant reduction, but in terms of RS momentum, but there is a slight reduction in the RS. Nifty Pharma, still strong on a daily chart. We'll have to see the weekly chart tomorrow. Healthcare index is also good. Nifty Media, it's good on a daily chart. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, Nifty mid cap 150, a very smaller tail length with not a significant RS momentum, but slightly good in terms of RS. Oil and gas, yeah, it is in the improving at the moment. Not a significant improvement in the RS, but there is a slight increase in the RS. We'll have to wait and watch on the weekly chart to see where it is placed at the moment. Nifty IT, yeah, it is still in improving. Very good RS momentum and RS ratio at the moment. PSU Bank on the daily chart, it is very stagnant at the moment. A slight improvement in the RS, not in the RS momentum. Nifty Small Cap getting into improvement. Nifty CPSC getting into leading. Yeah, there's so much of the data that you can review by yourself, consumer durables. Anyways, I will put the video tomorrow for the weekly status, so you don't have to worry about it. I just want to give you a little idea about what is happening at the moment, right? So you can see some of the indices over here. All right, so this is on the daily chart for the last 5 days data, which is given on the RRG chart. Now, somebody asked me about hotel. I believe some of you have had asked for EIH hotel as well as for Sami hotel. So last 5 days, if I have to just change Nifty 500 for the last 5 days, EIH hotel shown a significant improvement in the RS momentum. But if I change to the weekly chart, and the weekly data would be until 7th of October. So very significant improvement in the RS momentum. So this is very interesting to look at this. This is very interesting at the moment, to be honest. Very interesting. We'll have to see tomorrow if it had moved further towards improving. Right. So Sami, yes, still heading towards leading. So spotted this well in advance when it was in lagging, and now it isn't improving and heading towards into leading. So there was a slight reduction in the RS momentum, but now again it paced. It again got the pace and then heading towards leading. So these are the situation of the different stocks within the hotel industry. Again, any discussion around stocks or indices is not a buy and sell recommendation, folks. It's just to understand how RRG chart works and how can we utilize this for our study and understanding. Um, let's have a look at the IT software for a moment. I was very busy last week and couldn't able to even see the different indices. So let's have a look at this together. I'll put it on the weekly chart, but we'll have to see tomorrow in terms of the update. So yeah, a lot of stocks are in leading. Uh, let's see. Yes, I can see E2E is still in leading. Very good RS momentum for E2E and RS ratio. Jaggle, yes, it is still in leading. Quick Hill Nugent. We spotted Nugent long time ago. FL reduction in the RS momentum. Persistent is still in leading. Policy Bazaar, it went into leading, but slight reduction in the RS momentum, not a significant one. So we'll have to keep an eye. IX reduction in the RS momentum. And remember, this data is as on 7th of October. So tomorrow we will have to look at the current status, and I'll post that as well on the major indices side. LTIM, yeah, it's still in leading. Emphasis is still in leading. So a lot of Tata Alexi, I have had given the status of this, so it's still in improving. Very interesting to see if it gets into leading with a good RS momentum. We'll have to keep an eye. LTTS heading towards leading, very stable RS momentum and RS ratio. So rate gain is in lagging at the moment. We'll see if that improves further. OFS, yeah, there could be a turn back story getting from weakening to leading. So we'll have to keep an eye. Let's take a defense and aerospace. Where are these? We spotted the trend well in advance for defense and aerospace. So you can see, look at this. Many of them are in weakening and lagging, and some of them might get into improving as well slowly. We need to keep an eye if there are any turnaround or any changes into the status. Yeah, solar industry, I can see a little slight movement towards leading from weakening. So this is very interesting to see. And any changes would give us a quick information about it. So let's look at auto. Just a minute. Yeah, let's change to 500. Very interesting. I could see some of them. Shriram Piston is still in improving. Yes. So yeah, very interesting to see if there are any turnaround story. So let's look at the view. Yeah, some of them are getting into from weakening to uh leading, and some of them are into, I think most of them are into lagging at the moment, and some of them are into improving. So very interesting to see if there is any further improvement in the auto sector. So you want to see private bank? Let's look at this. Nifty 500, see what is happening here, right? So IDFC, yeah, heading towards IndusInd Bank, spotted very quickly on the RRG chart when it wasn't lagging. Axis Bank is headed towards improving to see ICC Bank got into lagging, then again jumped back to improving. And AU Bank, I have had already given the status for this, right? So yeah, you can look at this Senko. Forget about Senko. Senko is separate. I just added to just look at the status. Chemical, let's look at chemical. Let's set to 500. All right. Yeah, very interesting. Most of them are in leading at the moment. So we'll have to see if there is any reduction in the RS momentum of any of these. Otherwise, looks good to me at the moment. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on the improving ones and any turnaround story from weakening to leading or lagging to improving. So these are like some of the indices that we have looked at it. We can also look at other things as well, but I'll cover it later. Um, I want to keep this video short, but we'll cover it later to see if there are any further improvements in any particular sector, and then look at those catalysts through different sources to see if those are very interesting to get into it or to study further. With that, I'll keep this video short and simple. I believe I forgot to cover the power generation. Just a minute. Somebody had asked for it. So let's look at this. Uh, just a minute. So there we are, based on the data as on 7th of October, but the data will get updated by tomorrow. So Polycab was a Nirvana moment. We captured it very, very in advance. And those who followed on my X account as well as on YouTube. Yeah, remaining others, you can look at it. I want you to analyze this by pausing the video and try to understand what is the current status of different stocks within this. I have not covered everything in this power generation. Probably will try to add some more stocks to cover it on the RRG chart. All right. So with this, I will stop recording and thank you so much for your comments and your support. I will also leave a link for the Strike platform in case if you want to subscribe for RRG chart, which is available on the Strike platform, you will get a 10% discount. So feel free to decide and subscribe if you wish to. And I would request everybody to please leave comments. Go to bed doesn't matter, but please try to give feedback. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to know what I need to improve in terms of covering all the areas. So please feel free to comment. Feedback is really important, and please, if you like this video, hit like. Otherwise, don't hit like. So leave your comment because that's very important. Otherwise, wouldn't be knowing about any improvements that we need. So CSI is a part of our journey in life as well as anything that you do. So continual service improvement is very important. But anyways, thank you so much for listening to me and thank you for your valuable time. Have a great Sunday and great week ahead. Thank you, folks. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.